renewed commitment. We pause to acknowledge the hands that build, the minds that innovate, and the hearts that serve. From our teachers, shaping young minds, to our healthcare workers, preserving life, from our public servants, ensuring order, to our laborers, driving productivity. Each of you played a pivotal, vital role in the advancement of Guyana. Today reminds us that the strength of any nation lies not only in its natural resources or infrastructure, but in the dignity, resilience, and dedication of its people. It calls us to reaffirm our collective responsibility to create environments where fairness, respect, and opportunity thrive. As chairman, I take this opportunity to commend every worker represented here today and those across our country who continue to give of their best, often under challenging circumstances. Your effort do not go unnoticed, and your sacrifices continue to shape the present and future of our nation. Let us also use this occasion to strengthen the bonds between employers and employees, government and citizens, and among all sectors of society. Let me remind you that progress is best achieved when we work together with mutual understanding, share the vision, and a commitment to equity and justice. It gives me great honor today to extend a warm welcome to each of you to this special Labor Day brunch. And may God guide and bless Guyana under its leadership. Let us work together. Today, we have some special individuals that will appear to join in this celebration of Labor Day and to sing a national song for us. Help me welcome Mr. Ernesto Nelson. Kindly put your hands together for Mr. Ernesto, Miss Ernesto Nelson.
Thank you.
My apologies.
Each can have
splendid rendition of our national song. Let's cooperate to make Guyana great. And I just hope that we can go back to some of the national songs and have them sung so often as we did in our early history, so that our young generation can understand that cooperation can take Guyana to high places. Ladies and gentlemen, as we move along in the program, help me welcome a FITUG representative, Mr. Carville Duncan, to bring brief remarks. As we celebrate Labor Day, it is important that the leadership of the labor unions make their representation. Thank you.
Mr. President, protocol has been observed. Let me say this proudly. I have been on the face of the earth for many years, and this is the first time in the history of this country that we had a budget for Labor Day. And the person who made this possible is His Excellency the President. And I think he needs to be congratulated. Mr. President, the independent trade union movement of Guyana welcomed this opportunity to express some thoughts, not only on Labor Day, but realizing that very soon Guyana will be celebrating its 60th year. We know as a fact that the trade union movement has traveled up a long path from 1919, when the first trade union was formed, to 1921, when the first trade union was registered, and thereafter, all other trade unions gave birth. But we have been constant in our development. We have seen many presidents. I have worked with all of the presidents of this country. Don't judge my age. But every one of the presidents in this country I've worked with, and they all have their own style. But President Ali have a different style. He's worker-oriented. He's trade union friendly. And that is why we will constantly, indiscriminatively, and always support him, because he always take care of our backs. He treats us kindly, and he's always approachable and receptive to the trade union movement. And on behalf of the Federation, let me say this. Comrade Ali, if you had a chance to run again, you will have the trade union support. And we need to realize something else, that the trade union movement and its membership is greater than any political party this country has ever seen. And at the same time, the Federation of Independent Trade Union represents the largest amount of organized labor in this country. And if we, like the doctor, say you're dead, you're dead. And once we say you're good, you're good. And after good, he becomes better. And in his first term, he was extremely good. In this second term, he has been better. He has been the only trade unionist that invite the Federation and say, let's talk. What is your problem? And he shares ideas with us so that we can transform ourselves, not only by being a trade unionist, but one day we become an entrepreneur. Comrade Ali, you have done well, sir. And may you live long enough to do even better than you're doing now, because you have the workers who are with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Duncan. And so we may have to consider having President Ali on a third term. that's another conversation. And I'm sure if the opportunity presents itself, he will take up the challenge and continue to lead Guyana forward. Ladies and gentlemen, we have, as we say in Guyana, a brand new, expressing that something is new or someone is new. And at the Ministry of Labor, we have a brand new minister, his first May Day engagement with workers, and I'm sure he has a lot to say. So help me welcome our Labor Minister, Mr. Kiyomo Griffith. Put your hands together as we welcome Mr. Griffith to the podium.
Your Excellency, Dr. Mohammed Irfaan Ali, President, the Honorable Prime Minister, Brigadier Mark Phillips, members of Cabinet, ladies and gentlemen, comrades, good afternoon all. How are you doing today? Oh, come on, y'all can do way better than that. Today is Labor Day, and guess what? I was reminded by some of my colleagues that I am the only minister with a day for myself. I'm the only minister with a day for myself. So when I say Labor Day, let me hear the comrades make some noise. Today is Labor Day. All right, you're sounding good, man. You're sounding like y'all entitled to a day off today. But let me tell you something. The labor movement in Guyana is extremely important. And we are about to celebrate 60 years as an independent country. And the story of independence is inextricably connected to the story of the union movement. They really go hand in hand. And so today is a day to reflect on those who have come before us and remember the sacrifice and the hard work of some of our comrades. Remember the work of Comrade Chetty. Remember the work of Comrade Janet Jagan, of course, Comrade Hubbard and Comrade Chase. And they sacrificed so much during the union movement. And I want to say that today, 60 years post-independence, the union movement remains strong in Guyana, and we ought to celebrate it today. Give yourselves a big round of applause. I want to say that as Minister of Labor and Manpower Planning, we will continue to have and create systems for open and social dialogue, because it's important for us to sit together. It's important to us to have discussions so that we can continue the work of the unions and everybody who has been contributing to the development that we have been seeing. And so today for Labor Day, I want to say to all of you, very, very best wishes. Congratulations to all of our workers, all of you who contribute to the success, the transformation, and the development of Guyana. Thank you very much all.
Thank you very much, Minister, for reminding us on whose shoulders we stand. Those who've gone before us, our founding fathers, who fought the good fight for workers in Guyana. And we must celebrate them by continuing the legacy, being strong as a people as we strive to build a better Guyana. Leading the charge in Guyana over the last 5+ years has been an excellent, hard-working, and devoted son of the soil. Our president is very, very hard-working. He keeps his word, and you heard from the trade union movement that he has the working class at heart. And so to speak to us today, I would like to invite our president, and please stand as we welcome His Excellency, Dr. Mohammed Irfaan Ali.
Hello. Thank you very much, Mark. Today is an important day in the life of every worker. Today I begin by giving thanks to God for every worker, for all of your families, and for all those who toil in service to our people, our country, and humanity. I pray that God continue to bless all the workers of our country, all those who endeavor to use their energies and their strength to make our country better, to make humanity better, to make society better. All those who labor in their homes to keep their families stronger, to take care of their children, and to take care of those around them. Every person who endeavor to use their energy to do better, to be better. Today I pray that God grant all of you the grace and wisdom, the strength and honor. Grant you the good health that would ensure you reap the fruits of your labor. Grant you the opportunity to live lives that are fruitful, happy, and prosperous. I pray that God enable all of us to be better humans, that God enable all of us to utilize this vessel we are blessed with in human form, in the interests of each other. Today, on Labor Day, I pray God's special blessings on our country and all our people. And I ask all of you to give God a big round of applause. Today, we live in a different world. A world that is changing every single day. A world that is seeing shortages, that is seeing changes, that is impacting the life of people, the life of workers, the life of women, the life of children. Changes some for the better, and changes some that can set us back for decades. Changes in which, if we are not careful, and if we don't guard our economies and our people, and safeguard our assets, then we can face tremendous difficulties ahead of us. We see in just the first couple of months of this year, the price for fertilizer in the world increasing by more than 50%. Petrochemical increasing by almost 30%. Transportation, international transport, increasing by almost 30%. All of these things have an impact of every single citizen on this earth. So as we celebrate, I want us to ponder upon a few things. Working for labor beyond retirement. Many times, we only concentrate on labor during your working life. So when you retire, we don't consider you part of labor anymore. But the very purpose of today is to reflect on how we are creating an environment to take care of every person in the labor force long after retirement. How we are building our pension systems to take care of you when you retire. How we allow you to retire in dignity. How we build infrastructure, retirement homes, hospital, dialysis care, cancer care, diabetes care. How do we build a health infrastructure, recreational facilities, better roads, and better transport system to allow you to retire in dignity? A big part of labor, a big part of the trade union movement is to allow our people to enjoy the fruits of their labor. And your fruits of the labor is enjoyed in the level of your retirement, in the type of dignity you have when you retire, in the type of comfort you have when you retire. That is why we are playing specific emphasis on ensuring we build a system to take care of our elderly, to ensure that we continuously increase old age pension to the extent now that all the Guyanese overseas are paying a ticket to come back home to get registered for that old age pension that is non-contributory. I think we should applaud this plan that look to take care of our people after labor, after hard work, when you live in that period of retirement. The second aspect is, how do we empower families? How do we empower labor families? And we can't only think about empowerment through wages. We can't think only about empowerment through cash grants. We have to think about empowerment as something long-term, something sustainable, something that will elevate the family, something that will lift the family higher, something that will lift the community higher. And that is why we believe that in empowering the labor family, we must first give them equal opportunity for education, so your children can have the best opportunity to become whatever they want to become in this country of yours. That is giving them a chance of having the best possible future ahead of them. How do we empower the labor family to diversify their sources of income? And that is why we are launching the Guyana Development Bank, so that we can take your innovative ideas, so that we can take your small vision and work alongside you and transform that vision into something grand that allow you to build your own business, that allow you to take charge of your own revenue stream, that allow you to build a new model of development, a new model of revenue, and a way in which you can empower yourselves. Empowerment is not only in the form of structured salaries. Empowerment is when we invest in infrastructure around you that allows your home value to increase. So when you're living in South and we finish the Aubrey Barker Road and your value went from $20 million to $100 million, that is $80 million of net value we have created for that labor family. But now we have to move to the next stage. And this is what I spoke to the unions about today. How do we work with the workers to deploy this additional value? To use this additional value that the government is creating within your families and in your communities to earn you more money, to diversify your income, to expand your income base, and to give you an opportunity of true long-term transformation. We love our nurses, our doctors, our medical technicians, our farmers, our clerical workers, our public servants, our private sector employees. We love you all. But this is a moment in our history when what is ahead of us requires a restructuring of our thinking process. It requires us understanding the moment before us and positioning ourselves in that moment of transformation, in this moment of upliftment, in this moment of prosperity. And you have a government that is setting aside the resources, building the ecosystem, and ready to work with you hand in hand, side by side, to ensure you seize this moment. This is a moment in which love must be the foundation. We must love to see each other prosper. We must love to see each other do better. We must love to see each other in a state of happiness. This is not the moment where we play divisive games. This is not the moment when we run around to find spectacles of humor. This is not the moment when we are childish in social media and social media posts. This is the moment when we embrace a much larger picture. This is the moment when we confront a future that is grand, but only grand if we are able to come together against that wheel of development and work to position ourselves for success. And I assure you that this government I lead is not only working for this. Every day that I'm honored to be your president, and every second that is given to me by the grace of God, I will use for the years ahead of me to build a foundation of love in this country that is unshakable. A foundation of love that can withstand every storm. A foundation of love that can only uplift. And a foundation of love that must uproot every single divisive, evil aspect of our society that seek to hold us back, that seek to destroy or prevent this momentum. And every ounce of energy in this cabinet, every ounce of energy in this People's Progressive Party civic government is dedicated to this. And I dream of the day when, like 1950, the People's Progressive Party was the unifying force of this country, when that one political party was embraced by all of Guyana. And we are welcoming once again those players of the past and those who allowed the fracture of the People's Progressive Party. External forces that influence internal thinking. Today, God has given us the opportunity of resources to reach back to 1950 and to pull back our country, all our people, under the umbrella of one love, one people, one nation, one destiny. Let us seize this moment. Our political door and our social door remains open. We empower the labor family when you have the ability to own your own home, in the values we share, in the opportunities we invest in. And my brothers and sisters, we cannot achieve and build this foundation of love if the construct of social justice is absent from the foundation of love. And social justice is when we develop programs that are across the board. Whether it's the old age pension, the children uniform grant, the Because We Care grant, the Guyana Development Bank that is coming on stream, the NIS program, the investment opportunity. We have to develop our opportunities and carve out a specific modus, a specific program through which our workers can own things. You have to own things. We want the workers to own things. And that is why in all the major opportunities, whether it's the gas plant or the fertilizer plant or whatever is coming, we are going to develop special mechanisms and incentives so our workers can invest and our workers can own piece of the assets of the future. That is what we want. That is the next level we talk about. And we must, in this construct, understand what is political realism. Political realism is about us understanding the political landscape and the objective of the political landscape and the objectives of the political actors and those who support those political actors. Because if we don't have political realism as our guide, we run the risk of losing all of this development with bad decisions and bad choices. with embracing philosophy that does not see Guyana as the opportunity, but see the opportunity out of Guyana. What they can derive, protecting their own wealth. We must understand political realism comes with education and understanding of what is occurring around us. My dear brothers and sisters, I want to end by saying that this is the moment to create a national dynamism that is built on love, labored in the purity of faith, belief. The construct of Guyana tomorrow is a Guyana that is different. It's a Guyana that blossoms under the umbrella of prosperity, that is watered with the different ingredients. The different people that make up of our country must come together and water that prosperity, water that tree, because each of us bring our own nutrient to this tree, the growth, flowering, and fruits of the tree. Let us not lose this moment. I pray that God enable us to make always the best decisions and to seize the moment before us in honor of those before us and those that will come after us. Happy Labor Day. God bless all of you and your families. I thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President, for that excellent presentation, reminding all Guyanese of the possibilities that exist. And these possibilities are not designed for one category or group of persons. It's an inclusive Guyana that allows everyone to participate and benefit in what Guyana has to offer. Thank you again, Mr. President, for that excellent presentation. We now have the dance by the Riverside Angel Dancers. Let's put our hands together and welcome the Angel Dancers from Riverside.
Yeah, yeah.
That was splendidly done. Put your hands together for the Riverside Angel Dancers. And that was indeed an awesome presentation. We have a few more items on our program, so please stay with us. At this time, we will be reminded of the fact that all of Guyana belongs to us. And so you can hum along as Joel Dudnot comes to sing, Not a Blade of Grass. Let's welcome Joel.
We are a peaceful people, struggling we struggle, and we don't look for trouble, just ask around. But when outside faces, from foreign places, talk about taking over, we not backing down. We ain't giving up no mountain, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue saki, not one rice grain, not one chorus, not a blade of grass. This land is our land now, we're gonna make it somehow, and we will bend like a bow, but never break. Our fathers came here, and they lived and died here, and we ain't going nowhere, make no mistake. We ain't giving up no mountain, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no rivers that belongs to we. Not one Lusaki, not one rice grain, not one chorus, not a blade of grass. Not one rice grain, not one chorus, not a blade of grass.
Well done, Joel. Not a blade of grass. Do you agree? Come, let me hear you. Not a blade of grass. All right. And now we're going to be serenaded further by the Jero Dance Company. Let's welcome the Jero Dance Company as they do a special item for us this afternoon.
World can be so cold, but you are always warm. When my back is tired, you take me in your arms. You're the moral compass directing me to light. You're the golden glow in the middle of my night. In recognition of the person that you are, celebration of your heart. That's why I wanna give you your flowers now. That's why I wanna give you your flowers now. You're the sacred in the face accept my scars. That's why I wanna give you